Heffa threw down the assignment gauntlet again, so I'm going to show her once again, so she wants to play games. So she says, oh, reaction channels don't show themselves, bitch. I keep showing you, I keep telling you that we aren't all built the same. We don't have to be. Some people don't want to put their lives out there. And even I have decided that I'm only going to show what I want to show. This is my fucking channel. I don't care. Y'all are here if you're bothering to watch this Fitbang, to watch a fat woman struggle for a bit. But since Fat Foodie Beauty wanted to say, yous don't show yourself. Yous don't do what I do. I put my life out there. I put my struggles out there. Well, I actually do fitness, dum-dum. As you can see, without the covering, since you said we don't show ourselves, I'm about to do 30 minutes on this bike because it's a Fitbang. People have seen you eat and you've seen the results. Depending on how I sit, the way I look, I am always going to look a bit bigger than I am. You know, and I am a thick girl. All my fat, like I said in the last video to you, pulls in the bottom half. So yes, you can see big chocolate thunder thighs. I am so sick of her acting like this isn't coming from a place of knowing from some of us. I was 512 pounds at my worst, honey. I know what I'm talking about weight loss requiring an effort. You can't just starve it away because you're just going to rage binge eat. You got to eat smarter. You got to have a doctor. You have to have a dietitian sometimes because you think you know, and that's the problem with defiant people. They think they know better than the experts. You think you know better than somebody who literally went to school and probably worked with people. One of my dear friends went into dietitian. She wanted to be a dietitian because she realized there was not a lot of black women, a lot of black and Asian women involved in this. So it's hard for people to understand the cultural connections to eating that some of us have. Like even the Thanksgiving dinner that I just made yesterday and been working on for days now, it's a lot of cultural foods that I'm used to that I had to modify or eat a lot less of and still enjoy them. And the thing is, when you have a dietitian who understands the cultural connections, it's easier to work with somebody, especially somebody with defiant personality. See, Chantel, you don't realize something about the other reaction channels. They don't have to give their life and they don't want to, and I don't blame them. But crazy bitch diagnosed to crazy bitch non-diagnosed, you need help. You need to understand that that struggle walk that your man filmed, I would have not put that up there. I know you're just doing this for pity views and you need the money to keep the man. But if you're going to try to do my life, copy my life, at least try to get a full 30-minute video and not you harassing karate stray cats. Like, you don't want to be called out. Or you think you can just call out easy targets as you think they are, or the reaction channels that hide because they're 700 pounds. Man, why are you so pressed about other people's business? Oh, because they talked about you? Be lucky that they're talking about you. Be lucky that anybody finds your weird-ass life still interesting. I'm mad, personally mad that I didn't get in when you were still really trying to give that bad bitch energy. You know, back in Canada, when you were chasing that certain person who I don't like, I'm trying to stay as far away from him as possible because I don't like abusers. I had my own problem with that back in the past. I'm glad there wasn't a YouTube back in my Florida days. Damn. I thought that I was desperate with the bum that I used to be with, but at least I was in a real relationship. You were with that dude for 3 weeks. It was a fucking 3-week booty call. He claimed you once. Now we know, perhaps for an alibi, for something he might have did, and you didn't get it. And you're still, to me, this whole relationship with Salah, this whole I'm going to be a Kuwaiti wife life arc, that is just so that he sees it. Because why? In that weird-ass couple video where you're hugging camels, would you have your partner talk about your ex like that? My man don't talk about my ex. We don't sweat him. We don't think about him because he's the past. Canada's supposed to be your past, but all you do in every other video is harken back to your past. Yeah, I thought about doing a review of your latest mukbang, because I said, anytime you put food in your face or try to cook, I wanted to pick it apart. But honestly, that dream shit you were talking about was just so weird and sad. I mean, if I do remember dreams, because I'm a writer, it's mostly dreams about stuff that I want to do with characters now. I don't really have a lot of real world dreams anymore. When I do, it means somebody is about to pass, which is why I don't really like real world dreams. The fact that you're dreaming about insufficient funds, the thing that I was going to pick apart about that little insufficient funds rant that you went on is you just like throwing stuff out there so that people pay you attention. You know, I've been calling you a broke ass bitch, and hi, thanks for watching, you broke bitch. But the whole idea of having to prove that you got money is something that poor people do. And it's the truth. And this isn't the poor shame. I'm broke most of the time because I pay my bills. I am broke most of the time because I don't want to be homeless. That's the reality of living in America. You are literally working so that you don't end up in a fucking van. Okay? Living in a van down by the river. That's not going to be my future. So I pay my bills. And paying your bills often means you barely have a balance. And then having a kid too. So yeah, the real is that most of us are just trying to get by. There's always these really broke motherfuckers that want to flex their money. You went on about your $33,000 car. Well, why didn't you pay off your debts in Canada then? Who are you trying to impress? You ain't impressing me. You said I'm a hateful heifer anyway. You said cam up. I cammed up more than once, bitch. I am showing you the chocolate thunder thighs because I will show you what a fat girl at my size, which you said we're the same size. You said we're the same size. Why can't you do this then? I, on an exercise bike, which is recumbent, because I put on a lot more weight than I wanted to. The last 2 years, I got lazy, and that's the problem with making excuses. Now that I've got land to be out on, I'm going to be hoofing it out there too, but fucking snow. I ain't going out in the snow right now. But man, I am not trying to slip, because that's it for me. And then I'll be making all kinds of excuses. So you get some kind of cardiovascular exercise in. And also, weights. At least 10 minutes of fucking arm weights. 5 pounds each. Sometimes I put them all in one arm so that I'm technically 10-pounding it. You do the weights. You pump your legs. You get that circulation going. You start to build up some stamina so that you can stand in your fucking kitchen for more than a few seconds without being out of breath. But you want to play games with somebody like me who's doing the thing. You want to act like you're so much better than people just won't show themselves. People don't have to. Not everybody wants to monetize their life. And see, you made the mistake of messing with a crazy bitch that only has time, doesn't really have the things to worry about anymore, like some of the younger kids do. I'm older, I'm wiser, and I know how to get under your skin. Yeah, you said people won't cam up. You gonna do, make fun of my fat body? I've never said I wasn't fat, stupid. So, am I going to get upset because some people who aren't fat call me fat? No, because I'm fat. I'm working on it, unlike you. So, people want to say, oh my God, she's bigger than I thought. Yeah, I am. And when I'm laying on my bed, I don't look it because I've been working hard. And fat decides where it's going to go, even when you're exercising. So, from like the neck up, yeah, I do look slimmer depending on the angle. It's uncanny. But it's not the truth. And I would rather be truthful while I'm doing this. Yes, a lot of thickness in my lower half. It fucking sucks. Because walking is a bit harder at times. That's why I started working my legs on the bike. Because the stronger my legs are, the better it is. And this is how I got started the last time, right before I got the bariatric surgery years ago. I had to Grandma had me on that bike. I worked on the bike. Then I got the surgery. I started walking, got a pool. We are already planning for the summer to have a pool on our property. Because swimming, oh my God. You think I'm bad now? Wait till that swimming body gets back in here. Chantal, you gonna hate me, girl. Because I am determined. You want to lose weight out of spite? Come on, let's have a Heffa off. I promise you.
I'm gonna wait for that swimming body too.
You bad. You know that, right? Just terrible. But for real, I just can't stand the fact that she sits there talking about how we won't do this. I already said I was going to do it. And the whole reason why I even bothered with this, the home vlogging, which I'm not, I think home life is kind of boring, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of that. But these Fitbangs, especially in response to your shitty ass mukbangs, is the fact that you, in that fake ass rage Hijab stream, called somebody's parents passing their karma, and my brain just went, oh, so you're that level bitch. So it's not slapping back if you're that level bitch. But no, you're a fraud. All that bad bitch energy you used to have in Canada, you try to bring back in those little rage streams that you delete, because you can't even stand by the shit you say. You're not a real one, Chantal. You keep trying to bring real one energies, though, and it's funny to laugh at, but it's sad at the same time because you're wasting your life. You want to eat yourself to death. We can't stop you. But what you want also is head pats and pity praise. And you can't get that if you're not going to put in the work. Even if you put in the work, you might not even see direct results yet because you did years of damage. And how do I know? Because I'm working off years of fucking damage. But I'm willing to do the work, unlike you. Like I'm telling you, by the time I'm done with this, I'm going to be sweaty. I'm going to be out of breath because the last 2 days I was cooking instead of exercising. So I can only do about 30 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to do these 30 minutes anyway because I want to be able to eat some more holiday food and not feel guilty for it. But it is a lot to not push yourself. And it takes pushing. When I first started this bike a year ago, about a year and a half ago, I'd say. We got it last summer. So about a year ago. And the thing is, when you first get it and you're in denial that you have a problem, the first 10 minutes I did was embarrassing. I could barely move my legs. I was sweaty. I was miserable. It is not a fun place to be in. And I can't even imagine having my man hold a camera at me while I'm fucking struggling to get back into any kind of fitness routine. But y'all decided to monetize that shit. You and Salah decided it would be cute and see if you got people to pity and believe that this fitness journey of yours was real without doing the real work. And then you got mad because fat bitches like me, who have entered the chat, who are doing the thing, said, nah, you could have worked farther. You could have moved more. You ate more food than you were burning off. Even though you tried that weird oily struggle chicken and cashews. And that's if that was even the night, because now that I know what I know about you, you don't even know what meals you're really eating. Everything you say, I have to take with a whole ass grain of salt like you made it. Like, it's not even funny anymore. You lie so much that we don't even know how the days line up anymore. You showed us that what I do in a life thing with the flowers, that if you're really thinking marigolds are gonna stop your diabetes instead of a doctor, like, I just don't get what you think you're doing. Go to a doctor. That is my best advice. Go to a fucking doctor. Get yourself completely checked by somebody who studies this stuff before you die. This is not a joke. I don't like you, and I'm not going to pretend like I like you. I'm sure the feeling's mutual at this point, because I know you've been studying my videos, Heffa. I have cammed up, like you said. I have showed you, unapologetically, the thunder dies. That chocolate milkshake thunder dies. And as you can see from his little cameo, it does bring the boys to the yard. And it's better than yours. I don't act like I'm fucking fabulously wealthy, because I'm not. I am a simple woman whose whole life has been wasted on things that I probably didn't need, but I wanted. And I'm old enough to know better now, and I'm happy. I don't have to prove myself, Chantal. That's the difference between me and you. But every time you do some stupid fuck shit, I'm going to be right behind you, answering back, because You don't seem to understand that at your age, what you're doing is not only stupid and dangerous, but you already got a very serious health diagnosis years ago that you should have been working on. That should have been an eye-opening, life-changing. But because you didn't lose an eye on a limb yet, you didn't take it serious. And that's the problem. I've heard from talking to people in FFG's chat, I know you hate that name, but deal with the bitch, that there are people who have gone through this, who have watched people defiantly lose limbs because they just don't care. If you don't care, you don't care, but I'd rather not see you fall the fuck apart in front of the screen. You just don't seem to get it. This is your life you're fucking up. You're not gonna stick it to me by doing it. I'm a sociopath. I won't feel anything if something happens to you. And I'm honest, unlike some people who want to still pretend there's decorum in their hearts, to say it. Will it suck to see somebody die? Yeah. It will suck on the thing of, man, they really should have did better for themselves. But if I'm going to be honest, it'll be one less person literally unaliving themselves with mukbangs on this fucking site. And that is the real brutal stuff that people come to see on this channel. Because honestly, this is your life. Whether you succeed or fail, the only real winner or loser in this is you. You're doing this for other people's head pats and praise. I'm doing this just to spite you, to show you what fat girl fitness is really like. You need to understand that I will lose weight out of spite just to fucking piss you off, honey. During a fucking holiday even. I could still do 30 minutes, and this was after eating turkey, eating ham, eating mac and cheese and sweet potato. I had a good time yesterday. I couldn't eat half as much as I wanted, thank God. I definitely can't eat as much as you, because, good Lord, I'm off the water fast plate, serving platter, and serving bowl. I still don't believe you don't understand that those are not the standard size plates and bowls, but okay. You need to eat less and exercise more, whether it's walking or if you're too socially anxiety, because this is why we got the bike. My old place was full of people and I was making that excuse, so we got the exercise bike. Now I have a lot of land, but there's fucking snow, so I'm back on the exercise bike. You need to get an exercise bike. You can waste 33K since you're flexing on us, since you're flexing on that man of yours. You know, you can drop that on a car, but you can't get a bike. Why not? You live in a place with a gym. Why ain't you hitting it? Oh, you can't leave your apartment, right? Every fucking convenient excuse for why you can't do for you. So instead of fucking sitting on your couch watching TikTok, why not walk around your house getting mad at the TikToks then? Do something for you. You don't want to do something and then you want fucking praise. That fucking walk. When I say, because I watched it, I broke it apart. I know you watched that video. That's why we got that extra long rant. Not just about your scale. You're upset. You're upset because you know people like me can call out your bullshit. Why can people like me call out your bullshit? Because I'm actually on a fitness life change. And when I fall off the path, which sometimes happens with our personality, you don't blame anybody but the person that's doing it. You don't blame the internet, because the internet's going to talk shit about you no matter what. People will talk shit about me. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck. It's what happens when you're really serious about this. It doesn't matter what people think. The only person that should matter in this equation is you. That's how I know you're not being real with this and you're just trying to get views. And it's sick. It's sick. Because there might be somebody who's insecure and heavy thinking, oh, this person's in the same lane as me. Maybe I should watch her. And then they see you give up and mukbang. They see you say, oh, I'm going to water fast, even though I have a serious disease that could rob me of sight and limbs. Oh my gosh, she's eating massive amounts of food. Maybe that'll work. Because people are fucking stupid on the internet. And I don't care if this offends you. If you're watching this, you came to be offended at this point. I'm a blunt old lady. If you are watching Foodie Beauty for anything but gawking at a circus, you're a fool. Because she can't give you medical advice. She can't give you dieting tips. I wouldn't even do that. Not all bodies are the same. And not all of us can do the same things. She has to learn self-discipline and she refuses to do that. If you can't even live in a house with food and not be constantly shoveling it in your face, if you can't justify what you eat by exercising it off, you are going to be in the danger zone for the rest of your life. And your life isn't going to be much longer. Whether you won't go to a doctor and hear that, you sure as hell study our videos. Also, another thing, because I keep coming around on this with my partner, because it really was a sore spot for me. And it's not a button like you, because I know it ain't true. So I'm going to put this here and leave it here, since I know you're going to watch this video, you stalking bitch. You've never raised a child, period. You don't get to try to take credit for taking care of your little sister. We heard the stories about that. We know you tortured that girl. It's not the fucking same. So when you talk bad about people who are moms and parents or what are we doing in our day, but you just admitted that you can sleep 12 to 14 hours uninterrupted? Do you know what the fuck kind of luxury that is? I haven't slept in more than 6 hours in over 18 fucking years. I wouldn't know what to do. The last time I ever slept over 7 hours, I was sick. You don't get sleep time when you're a parent. So the fucking nerve you have talking about, well, what are their kids doing? I can't believe they're on here talking about me. Some bitches can multitask, Heffa. Like, what is wrong with you? I know, you don't know how to multitask. Work allergic. We get it. But the fact that you think that moms don't have the fucking time when we have had to learn how to time manage? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me, lady? Because I think you're fucking kidding me at this point. You really think that you could do half the shit we do in a day? I watched your sad what I do in the morning routine. You couldn't even fucking properly clean your hamster's cage, but you're trying to convince us you're a good pet mom too. I've shown you my house, bitch. You see it. I keep my floors clean because I don't want my cat getting sick or my kid getting sick, because I care about the people in my house. I don't like having to clean every day either, so I keep my shit neat. It ain't that fucking hard if you're not a dirty, nasty bitch. The fact that I've seen several lives, newer lives, so I don't even have to go back to the Villa Box Mountain days. But several lives where you got clothes just laying about, you did your food haul sitting on a fucking couch in your living room, which is still fucking weird. You're never gonna convince me that it's not weird to open up food on your fucking couch like that, especially meats that could drip blood and shit on it. You do stuff to make us seem like you ain't got your life together, yet you don't want my old ass or anybody else's ass calling you out. But why do you do this shit if you don't want to be called out? You put yourself out there. And you do realize that doing that opens you up to critique, right? I hope you're at least a little bit smart enough to understand that. But the whole thing is, especially for a lot of us newer reaction channels, because there's a lot of us now, we just come in thinking that, oh, why are people picking on Foodie? What is wrong with this girl? And then we find out and it's like, oh my God, I'm glad I didn't defend her. Because that was my reaction. I thought at first, because of what I thought I knew about you and the guy from Canada, because I don't even like saying his name. He's like a fucking poltergeist. He might try to get in my comments and I don't, stay the fuck away, Canada Demon. Either way, I try to stay the fuck away from your personal life. And the fact that you can't stay away from your personal life, and now you can't, my conspiracy brain has thought, well, maybe they're all doing this on purpose. Maybe the husband equates in with it, with the wannabe husband in Canada, because none of this makes sense. Why would you bring him up like that? See, I don't like this YouTube shit. That's another reason why I don't do this seriously. I don't give a fuck about being monetized, because I don't want to be like the rest of you people on here. Like, y'all out here putting your fucking bad business out for people like me to ingest it like a fucking shitty soap opera, and then you get mad because we're like, ew, what the fuck else are we supposed to say to this? You've done copious amounts of degenerate shit documented online. You thought dirty deleting it would be enough, but it's not. And now you're mad at the people who bring your archives out every time you try this pious Muslim woman thing. But if you were really in a good place and spiritually connected to Allah, it wouldn't matter if people brought up your past, would it? You tell us, without even saying it, Foodie, that you are not a real one. And you can keep putting up your fraudulent ideal of a fantasy life. We ain't gotta buy it, honey. We really just don't. I don't think you understand that you can believe all your delusions. We don't have to indulge in it. When I have delusions, I up my medication, I get sleep. And I know I'm the one that told you to get sleep. I didn't think you were going to sleep your whole damn day. Like, God, you have absolutely nothing else going on in your day. Like right now, I get about an hour, if I want, in my day to exercise. I do 30 minutes right now. And I got 30 minutes to cool down and get stuff done for my family, because that is what the reality for people like me is in a fucking day. We have work to do. We have a life to do. And you, who can sleep 12 to 14 hours a day, just admitted that you can't even get back to your comment section. You realize how much it takes for a person sometimes to even reach out to somebody in their comments, especially old crazy bitch like me. And I love the fact that some of you do comment. I appreciate y'all. I try to answer when I can. She has no excuse. Yes, she said that she couldn't do it because she was just so tired. And it could be the beatus tends to do that, especially the untreated beatus. I'm going to use marigolds to treat it, beatus, but still inhale a shit ton of gravy down potatoes. And don't think I don't know that you were thinking about our Thanksgiving with that dumb shit. Why? Why can't you just want to live for you, Foodie? I'm telling you, one of the things that I thought about, even without the whole plan to try to have another kid with my partner, was I want to be old enough to be a grandma one day. I loved my grandma, something you said we had in common, but I wonder, because I've seen a joke from one of your archives. You literally joked about her death. So I don't understand. I don't want to hear his dark humor. That's just fucking wrong. The thing is, I want to be that cool grandma that kiddo brings his kids by, or any future kids bring their kids by, and they're like, oh yeah, grandma's good. She bakes, she tells jokes, she cusses us out, just like my grandma did. So if you really think about it, I'm not saying you don't have anything to live for just to be mean. I'm saying, what is your plans for the future? Because that was something that we brought up in the other channel, and it really makes you think. I have goals, plenty of goals, both professional and personal, that I want to live for. And that's what keeps me going. What are you living for, Foodie? Can you even answer that? Because if you could, you would walk more. You would go further. You would do more active things, because it can't just be eating less for you. You're not mentally wired to eat less. You can't say no to certain food. And you eat a lot of more foods than humanly necessary. Okay? You used to make the excuse, and I seen that in the archive. Well, nobody gets mad at an addict, and I've got to eat to live. And you're living to eat. And that's the difference. It's not eat and to live. You are literally living to eat, and until you get help to change that mentality, it's never going to change. And like I said, as you can see, this was 2 years of just not sticking to my routine, not sticking to a plan, and I am back to almost square one again, but I'm willing to do the work because I want to live. I have things to live for. That's how you prove to all of your haters, especially haters like me, because like, hand to God, I don't like you. I'm not going to stop saying that to you, Hijab divas. I don't like you, but I don't want to see you die. And I know I just contradicted myself, because if you do die, I'm not going to care. You've done that shit to yourself. But I'm not going to wish you to do that if you still have a chance to change. You still have a chance to change. Go to a fucking doctor. Stop arguing and studying reaction channels. Matter of fact, just leave the reaction channels alone. You know that we're not saying anything nice about you. And I know that by saying this, because I know you're going to click on this because I want to put your name on it, you're going to look. So I'm telling you, stay the fuck away from our stuff and work on yourself. Prove me the fuck wrong, bitch. Do what I can do. 30 minutes on the fucking bike. No stopping. Talking to your ass. I'm not even out of breath because I actually exercise. Is it easy? No. Nothing you want in this life should be easy. The harder you work for it, the sweeter the prize is. Okay? That's the reality of having actual discipline. Something that you just do not understand and refuse to understand. But if you want good in your life, if you want the positive and the good karma that you claim, you gotta work for it. That is some good ass mama wisdom passed down from my granny. And I take that shit super serious. And it just drives me up a wall that you still don't get that. That you think that you're gonna fake that funk. You want what I got, Foodie, but you ain't willing to work for it. And until you're willing to work for it, you will never, ever get here. And like I said, you can see, I ain't hiding myself. I know what I've got to do, and I'm doing the thing. And you can see from the side profile, like I said, I got a little bit of a gut, but it's all in the butt. It happens. I'm old. Fat collects, and I gotta keep at it. But I'm willing to do my fit bongs. Are you willing to start doing more fitness over eating? No, because it's about money. And I'm glad I don't have to monetize my life on YouTube. That's the difference between somebody who's serious about this and somebody who's just fucking playing the game. But, y'all, I am going to go get clean, get my family taken care of. It was fun, but not really, because I'm fucking sweating and I'm tired. But I'm going to keep doing these. Because Foodie seems to think she's playing games with people, telling them, oh, they won't cam up, they won't show themselves. And then when we do, what? Are you going to call me fat? You going to call me ugly? I don't care. Looks are subjective, and my man likes it, so I don't give a fuck what you think. I still don't. I'm going to go get my sweaty ass clean. Something that we also don't have in common. I like clean. You can see from my house, I like clean. Point blank. And either way, I'll see y'all again soon.